This is W2FJH, just doing a quick another sound test. No response is required. It is working. I just want to make sure everything was set up to go out to YouTube. W2FJH, all be clear. This is W2FJH, bringing up the STNY Digital VoiceNet on Brandless Talk Group 31367, Wires X Room 83721, and live stream to Google Meet and YouTube. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital VoiceNet is to help foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. Well, this right? Well, this net is primarily for the southern tier. All stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short-time, mobile, in-and-out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have 2 stations checked in through NetLogger, so the net would like to recognize K3 BYC Carlton and N2 NCB Paul. All right, just when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short-time, mobile, in-and-out, or emergency power. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So let's open up for any station that would like to check in the STNY Digital VoiceNet this evening. Please call now.
W2KDC, Dennis.
All right, and we have W2 at KDC Dennis. Were there any other stations to join this evening? Please call now.
N2 NRA, Cliff and Waverly.
All right, and we also have N2 NRA Cliff. All right, let's kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, I've been heard there for announcements. I did want to reiterate we are having we are approaching the 1,000th check-in for this net. This is something special. We were going to have a small giveaway of two Haltech V2, V3 boards there. They're Meshtastic compatible. You can flash the firmware on there. And Meshtastic provides kind of an off-grid messaging solution. You don't need to be a ham to use them, so it'd be also great for friends or family in different scenarios there that you could still message using your cell phones. But all right, going on to questions. If there's any questions for that this evening, please call now.
Obviously. I had a good week myself. I would like to acknowledge the devastation that our southeastern states have taken due to Hurricane Helen. I've been listening on Broadcastify to the Mecklenburg, North Carolina repeater, and I am impressed with the ham radio operators who have jumped in and have been running almost continuous traffic, doing welfare checks, broadcasting conditions, and through, they've lost internet, they've lost power, they've lost water. Many of their roads are destroyed and bridges down, and I recommend you listen to that on Broadcastify and see our ham radios. Just doing an absolutely fantastic job. I can't say enough good about them. My prayers are for all these people. They've got a tough road ahead of them. So I'll leave it for now. That's all I have. That's really been on my mind. This is K3BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, well, thanks, Sir Carlton. And also, just on Broadcastify, is there a particular station, or how would people find the particular one you're listening to?
K3BYC. Let me pull it up. The repeater, if you look on there, is W4HTP 145.350 repeater, North Carolina, Mecklenburg County. But they're covering the entire state. Apparently, it's got an elevation of about 6,000 feet. Back to net control.
All right, well, very good there, Carlton. Thanks. All right, so next on the list is N2NCB. Paul, how was your week?
Hello again, Frank and all, N2NCB here. One thing of note, Frank, N2 RWH. I didn't hear any audio, but he came up on the screen. So you might want to make a note there that at least try and see if Ed's still there. Week not bad. it was kind of nice to have the rain because that meant I didn't have to feel that I had to be outside doing something. So it was a nice, relaxing few days. And this afternoon came back to the shack, and 17 was open. Threw out my CQ, and boy, did I have some excitement. And it was tough keeping up with everyone wanting to contact me, the pile up. But we managed to get through it and almost got the full page on the log. And I think except for two stations, all of them were DX. So that was kind of fun. And as far as Hamfest, no, I didn't. Haven't attended any Hamfests in several years. Um, I seem to be pretty set with what I have, so I haven't gone. And my thing is tailgating. I haven't had much luck with used equipment, so it's if I get something, it's got to be brand new. And so with that, I'm also running out of room in the shack as well to boot. But we possibly could make more room, but we won't. Back to you, Frank. Take care, all into MCB.
Hey, thanks there, Paul. And yeah, I haven't apparently fully switched into ham radio talk. Because when you said 17 was open, I was thinking, oh yeah, I completely forgot for a minute there that we've had a few accidents on 17 that's kind of closed down our highway because they're kind of single lane right now. And I was like, oh, he's talking 17 meter. Okay. So very good there. And all right, next on the list is W2KDC Dennis. How was your week?
Oh, hi, Frank, and everyone on the net. W2KDC Dennis here. I had a good week.
Hey, sorry about that, Dennis. I heard that you had a good week, and then at least my audio seemed to cut out there. Um, but take it again there. See if it's working.
Saw people I hadn't seen before, so that's that was it for me. I guess I'd say it was good. This is W2KDC. Turn it back to you, Frank. Net control.
Hey, thanks there, Dennis. And sorry, I'm not sure if it was a Brandmeister thing or if it was my thing, but it kind of seemed like you kind of cut out in the middle there. I kind of heard that you were having a good week, and then right towards the end, I heard you came back in and passed it back to me there. But if you'd like to give it another go there, and give your comments again. So sorry to make you repeat yourself, but yeah, take it away there.
No problem. Everything looks good on my end. What I said was I did make it to the Elmira Hamfest. Uh, not having a basis to compare, I was told it was only third as large, but I still had a good time. Didn't buy anything. Was happy, and some people that I've talked to on the radio, and it's always nice to put faces with call names. W2C, back to you, Frank.
All right, thanks, there, Dennis. And yeah, you came through that time around. I'm not sure if it was just a me thing. Maybe I lost internet for a little bit, just didn't realize it. But I did forget to mention if N2RWH is around, I'll quickly give a shout out to him to see if he wants to be added to the list here.
And sure, WH. Yeah, I just was waiting my turn.
Okay, thanks, there, Ed. And sorry, I must have missed you in the shuffle there, I guess. But I have you on the list there. So you will be right after my next one is N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week there?
Hello, this is Cliff in Waverly, and it's wet like most areas here. I guess the weatherman fooled us. I went to the Hamfest in Elmira with my son, and I picked up a connector I needed for HT, and my son picked up something for his CW, and met some friends, and best of all, I caught up with N30JP Mick, who was upstate here doing stopped at the Hamfest, and I was doing some other things, visiting upstate New York. And I guess at 10 o'clock they started the testing. I think the Cug club was running the testing, but I'm not sure how many they had testing or how many passed. But anyways, all in all, it was good at the Hamfest. Had flea market was fairly good size, but not too many. They don't have any vendors show up anymore, I guess. So sorry about that. Uh, Back to net control. This is N208.
Hey, thanks, there, Cliff, and thanks for giving the report. And yeah, I kind of feel bad now. I had a friend come down and visited over the weekend. I didn't make it out to the Hamfest there. But yeah, I would have liked to also have met up and with Mick and 30JP and yourself there. So sorry, just kind of weekends fill up sometimes. But all right, next on my list is N2 RWH Ed. How was your week there?
And 2RWH here. Not too bad. Uh, kind of had a not so bad week here, so no complaints. And yeah, I think I checked. I didn't really check in. I keyed up late because you were already doing your thing, Frank. So didn't want to. I just waited my turn to check in and stuff. So nothing that you missed. It was just I was running a little late to be checked in. So other than that, well, rainy weekend, so kind of was being lazy and um here at home, so doing some stuff. So back to net, and I hope everybody else has a good weekend and week.
Very good there, Ed. And yeah, I have different kind of different hotspots, quote unquote. It's kind of all software based, but I have different hotspots kind of watching in case I do key up over somebody else or something. But I apparently missed that you were talking, so it's good. Thanks, Paul, for pointing that out as well. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have reached the end of my list, so let's see if there's any additional stations out there that would like to check in this evening. Please call now.
N2SRX, November 2, Sierra Romeo X-Ray. My name is Rhett.
Well, good evening there, Rhett. And yeah, this time around, I actually did find that I had a problem on my end there. And I meant to get a hold of you. I didn't find your email on the QRZ. So, but yeah, you were coming through loud and clear now. So I think I fixed my problem. Keep my fingers crossed there. But we'll hand it right over to you and to SRX. How was your week?
Well, thanks, Frank. It's been a pretty busy week. My kids went to their first, oh my gosh, cross country meet. They're elementary school kids, and they've gone to their first cross country meet. They haven't done it before, so this is their first week of doing that, and that was fun. Um, uh, I did not make it to the Elmira Hamfest. I would have liked to, but I am on the other side of the country. The reason I'm checking into this net is because I made a contact with Frank last week, and he invited me to hop on here this week and say hi. So I'm actually out in Hermiston, Oregon. It's in northeastern Oregon. But yeah, I've been going through trying to make some contacts over Wires X, and I jumped in. I did try to check in a little while ago, and I don't think you guys heard me, so maybe there might still be a problem there, Frank, but at least I'm getting through now. So, yep. Besides that, it's nice chatting with you all. Nice to make your acquaintances, and hope you're all having a good evening. This is N2SRX, back to network control.
Hey, very good there, Rhett. And yeah, there is a bit of a delay because you kind of have to go through the Wires X network to get to me to then get transferred over onto the Brandmeister network. So there is maybe a second or two delay, and with DMR, kind of the same way with Wires X as well. Whoever kind of keys up first, that's the person who's talking. Usually I am listening on the DMR side, because otherwise, if I listen to my radio here on Wires X, I'll just hear an echo of two people talking. But yeah, I'll have to think about that and see if there's a way I can just listen to the room without hearing everything else. But all right, very good, and thanks for joining us there. Well, also not just the Elmira Hamfest, maybe I'll hand it back to you really quick. But if you've attended any Hamfest this year, so I'll head back to you there, right? Just to give a quick comment, and we'll go from there.
I got really, really close. There was the Zion Hamfest down in St. George, Utah. It's actually my hometown, and we were visiting down there, but we left right before the Hamfest started, so there was no way I could have made it. That is the closest I've been to attending a Hamfest. I only recently started. I've had my license for about 9 years, and only in March have I started doing anything with ham radio. So haven't had much chance to go to any Hamfests yet. I'd be excited to do so. Yeah, that's all I got into SRX.
Hey, very good there, Rhett. And yeah, I guess you've been in license for a while, but I guess welcome to the hobby type thing. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have once again reached the end of my list, so let's see if there's any additional stations that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, but let's open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now.
W2KDC with a comment.
Yeah, fire away with your comment there, Dennis.
I don't have a count on the total number of people tested because I couldn't stay for the testing. I had to get back to the yard sale. But I did get a report that there were uh, 2 generals and 2 technicians passing, and a number of failures, but I didn't hear what the number was. But one person took the tech and then went on general, and then there was another and another general. W2KDC back to net control.
Hey, thanks there, Dennis, and hopefully there wasn't too many failures. I know that could be discouraging to people trying to come in that they take a test and fail there. But yeah. All right. Were there any additional comments, questions, or concerns, or any last-minute check-ins? Please call now.
N2 UTV.
All right, and we have N2UTV. John, you made it just in time there. So, how was your week there? And just by the way, to reiterate, our net topic was if you've attended the Elmira Hamfest or any other Hamfest this year, how was it? So I'll hand it over to you.
This is N2UTV. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I've been listening to you right along. I'm listening to you through my phone on my hotspot. I'm at work and my hands are too busy to grab the mic. I just got free and decided I'm going to try and get in there. Hamfest, yeah, I haven't gone to a Hamfest in many years. My schedule just doesn't allow it at this time. But it's been a fairly good week. I've had work-wise, they've been keeping me semi-busy. As a truck driver, you have your long days and you have your short days. And this week it's been all nice short days. I've actually made it home to see the family. And like I said, I just want to get in there, check in there and say hello to everybody down there in the southern tier. And I'm hoping to make it down there someday to visit and get to meet some of you. And with that, I'll send it back to net and to UTV.
Hey, thanks there, John. And yeah, good to hear. Apparently, we got to plan something. Maybe we could all just meet up at the next next year's of the Hamfest in Elmira there. So apparently that's the place to be meet up, and this way we have a whole year to plan. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital VoiceNet. I have reached into my list. So let's see again if there's any last minute check-ins or any comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now. All right, here nothing then. We will wrap things up there. So I'd like to thank Carlton, Paul, Dennis, Cliff, Ed, Rhett, and John for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is W2FGH, and I'll be listening.